manage roles, so that way we can give holders like static and animated holders roles, because we were having issues with like Whopper. I think it was something like that. I forgot what it was. And what happened was is the person unknown accidentally, really bad mistake, accidentally forgot to reset the perms in that small time frame. And basically what happened was is anybody who had that role, which is just a general staff role, could manage perms. And what happened was, as you guys know, Josh was hacked, and unfortunately he nuked our server. The good thing is nobody lost money. That's awesome. Like, I'm so proud of you guys for not clicking on any stealth links. That makes me feel so much better, because we had to refund like 60 grand with LlamaScape last time, and I don't think we could refund going forward anyways, because a lot of the hackers, they'll like fake the transactions and act like they got hacked, and they get paid like 60 grand every single time they do it. So the second part is our server got nuked, so obviously we're dealing with adding our bots, stuff like that. But yeah, that's what happened, and we learned from it. We'll be more cautious. We're having Pandies do a full audit. It's pretty expensive too. You do a full audit for hours where he communicates with us and looks through every channel, every role, every staff, speak with them on security, protocol, stuff like that. So we'll make sure we try not to have that happen again. But yeah. Okay. Other than that, Helly, did you want to say anything to that?
No, I mean that's pretty much it. It wasn't anything too sophisticated. Just a small thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Josh was definitely hacked, because Gajiro was hacked with Josh's account, and we've seen the audit logs. The guy, if you're messaging Josh, by the way, it's probably not even Josh. It's
Probably
probably
not Josh.
it's probably the hacker. Josh probably sleeping or out or something.
Yeah, but no, the logs show it was Josh who did all the perm changing.
Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, yes. Again, if you guys have questions, ask AMA. Please don't ask the questions in. Just make sure AMA chat to chat. Ask AMAs to ask questions. Okay. Yes. Now, I think the elephant in the room, right? What's going on with Llamaverse? What has been our strategy over the past year? What is our priorities now? How are we adding value to holders? Stuff like that, right? I think that's like the elephant in the room. If you guys agree, type in maybe AMA chat. Just say yes or no. I feel like, what is our vision? Because I feel like there's just too much going on. Holders are confused, and it's overwhelming, I'm sure. Which is what we wanted to talk about, our mindset behind the actions and what we're doing now to make you guys feel more comfortable, but then also make sure we're going to build for the future, right? So we'll go into that now, and it's going to be very like we have like a outline of what we're going to be talking about, but it's going to be very like non-scripted. Okay, it's not going to be like me reading off a log. So I guess we can start with what is our main focus, right? Well, we're going to go under 3 points. We're going to be talking about very briefly what is our main focus, why, and which things are our priority now, like right now as we speak. What are we doing next 3-4 months? Okay. So what? At first, we thought it was a really good idea to, Llamaverse was on top of the world. Well, let's go back, right? Llama Pass was started as a Discord alpha group. That's all it was supposed to be. Okay. We actually fell in love with adding value to holders' lives. Like, seeing, like, I'm not kidding. Like, it's an amazing feeling to see. Like, it's very cliche, and I guess some people won't mend with it, but it's an amazing feeling to see somebody join a community and see them change their lives, like literally change their lives, right? Whether it's trading or getting alpha, or getting opportunities, stuff like that. And that's what we kind of fell in love with. And with that, we decided, like, hey, we're not going to be an alpha pass anymore. This was like back in October. We were one of the first ones. Decided we're not going to be an alpha pass anymore. We want to focus more on brand, identity, community, and more utility, right? So we're like, okay, screw it. Like, we'll launch Llamaverse, and it'll be, very cool identity profile picture. Anybody who got the Llama Pass for free got the Llamaverse for free. We always take care of our holders, like, in that aspect, right? And that's what we did. We launched Llamaverse. We launched, our initial roadmap was supposed to be a marketplace. The Spit token, the marketplace was one of the first ones announced, by the way, back in November. This was before marketplaces were a big thing. We have logs of that if anybody wants to confirm. We were one of the first ones with the idea, but it took us a little bit longer to launch, right? It's on Polygon, fully gasless. That's our innovation behind it. We wanted to make it fully easy for you guys. Doesn't cost money, stuff like that. And then we launched a Spit token. We launched staking, and yeah, I mean, we just expanded upon that utility. The roadmap 1.0 was just supposed to be the initial roadmap, right? Roadmap 2.0, I think what happened was, to give you my opinion, is we were in a state of euphoria as founders. We were like, oh my God, like, we're doing so good. All our holders are happy. Why don't we just overwhelm them with a bunch of utility that we'll build. And that's what we did. We released Roadmap 2.0. And looking back, some of the things don't make sense, I think, for people to have. So what we decided to do, wait 1 second. What we decided to do is we looked back at it and we're like, hey, like we want to really align our focuses. So what I'm trying to say is like, hey, we're horizontally scaling, like we're expanding everywhere, which is what you see now. And now we're like, okay, no more horizontally expanding. We're going to focus on growing vertically. Okay. So what does this mean? Llamaverse is going to see massive improvements in the ecosystem. I'm going to go into into it in a second. We're going to be talking about how Spit's going to play into other ecosystems, what type of benefits you guys are going to get, why isn't there, where's the marketplace features, stuff like that. And we're going to be talking mainly about that. But then we're also going to be talking about like what is, when Spit Buddy, when Teleporter, when mobile app, how does Mobius work, how does NFTLearn work, and how does Whitelist Ping work, right? So, Helly, do you want to add into anything there?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, people gotta. It's kind of the case of when we started initiating these ventures, let's call them, like NFTLearn or the rest. The market was one thing, and now the market is another thing. So obviously, priorities have to change around how the market is moving. We've got to stay adaptable, and that's why you can kind of see some us saying one thing before and now saying a slightly different thing, is because we really gotta be adaptable, and that's what we're doing. Everything is changing live. Obviously, as Llama said, we were excited to bring utility. We expanded fast, and we expanded, I would say, pretty well. It was just a case of too many things that would take a long period of time to build, because we always want to build stuff properly. Like
Yeah.
we could have done Llamaverse PFPs and everything in literally 3 weeks, but we took 3.5 months. And it's the same thing now. We could have launched Lackluster Whitelist Ping ages ago and just said, okay, have this, and it just be this dumb platform. But we want to take things the best and make them the best possible way for you guys.
Yeah, and to talk about that too, like the intention behind, like we're going to talk about what we're going to do different, by the way, but I just want to speak more on that. The intention behind launching all of these different platforms, I swear to you, it's to benefit holders. That's the intention. But the issue is it was, I think, too explosive of a growth in a weird time in the market. And it was just bad timing, right? And we learned from that. I think that strategy can work. And the way we did it, versus how we're going to do it now, we're fine. We're 100% fine, and it's only going to get better from here. So we're going to talk a lot about that. I use this analogy of like, I don't know if you guys read it, but it's kind of like, if anyone's into bodybuilding, it's kind of, usually what bodybuilders do is they bulk. They look really ugly. They bulk, right? They get huge, right? And then they shred, and then they look like crazy good. Or like it's like Legos, like right? Like we have the best quality Legos, like spread out. Now we just need to figure out like how we're going to build a castle together, right? And that's going to be our main focus. Is like we're not looking to get more Legos. We're not looking to buy more Legos. We're looking to deal with the Legos we have now and build the best possible castle. Okay, and that's our really our goal. In an analogy. Okay. Anyhow, sorry, we're kind of rambling. So we're going to be everywhere all today. There's just a lot. Okay, so we're just going to cover everything. I think we're going to talk about our priorities now. And what we're doing in the next 3 months, right? Because that's super important. What's the plan for next 3 to 4 months? 1 second. Okay. What's the plan for next 3 to 4 months? And what do we have in the back end? Some things that we just have to tell you guys that we've been building, which is really awesome. We've actually been building like a few things that we just haven't been talking about that kind of all intertwine, and we'll announce some of these things today. The first priority, the major priority right now, is finishing up anything we've announced in the past. Okay, what does this mean? Spit Buddies. Okay, so we're gonna hire another development studio. We're in the talks with them. I think they're listening in this voice chat as well. We're looking to allocate a large amount of funds to get whatever we said in the past: the Spit Buddies, the Teleporter airdrop, the mobile app, the marketplace enhancements, Mobius, NFTLearn operations, send everything out as soon as possible. Okay. But to give you 100% transparency, I'll tell you where everything is at what stage, okay? Spit Buddies, the contract was started. the agreements is what took a while because when you're working with another very busy project, it's very hard to negotiate terms, very hard to catch them at the right time.
Yeah.
But at this stage, we're at the point where we've already agreed on what terms we're doing with can we say the name, Helly?
Yeah, no, it's Gojira.
Okay, Gajira. Yeah, we're doing
We
Spit
can't
Jira
we can't share
for
actual
details. Yeah.
details.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're doing Spit Jira 100% confirmed. We are in the stages of getting ready to deploy it. Okay, we're at the stage of where both developers are speaking. They have a call. They're gonna have an intro call, and they're gonna get the contract stuff done. The contract stuff done with our developer, and their developer should be really, really quick. No, Gajira wasn't slacking. It was between both of us, right? It was
No,
hard to
it's let
communicate.
me give context to this. Like
Yeah.
when we were ready to talk and they were ready to talk, like they had their Singapore event, so we said, guys, do your thing. Obviously, they were delisted maliciously before
I
that,
think it
so
was a
we
lot. Yeah.
also like it just both projects could not align and have the free
Yeah.
time. So
It was
yeah, it's
bad
now
timing.
we're
Yeah.
like have the time. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, Spit Buddies is on its way. That's like our number one priority right now. We use this app called Linear, and that's like an urgent mark. Teleporter airdrop. Why didn't we do the teleporter airdrop? I'm going to be 100% transparent. The teleporter airdrop was it was an idea based off airdrops were popping off at the time. So we had a very interesting concept, uh, what it was versus what it is now. The initial concept of Helly, I can talk about the initial concept of the airdrop, right? Versus what it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, the airdrop went through numerous kind of transitions
Changes,
based
yeah.
on
For
what
the
was
yeah,
happening.
what
So
was
yeah,
best, yeah. What we thought, like in this market, you have to be adaptive, right? If we're not gonna, we don't want to launch something that we're not going to be confident in. So it went through a series of changes. But basically, the teleporter airdrop was supposed to be. This was a secret. It was supposed to be you put your llama in the teleporter. And it generates three different types of llamas that can be used as dual metadata. So some of this would be an anime llama. Some of this would be like a very cool cartoonish llama, stuff like that you can represent in different ways without having to buy another NFT or without having to get another airdrop. That's initially what it was. It was supposed to be an IP branding kind of thing. Now, what it is, it transitioned into Operation Sin because we were trying to find ways to tie everything in together. Why the teleporters? And we're like, okay, we have a really cool idea with Operation Sin. Number one, you're going to get whitelist. Number two, there's going to be other benefits that I'm not going to disclose today. But I will say, yes, Operation Sin, you're going to be involved with that ecosystem if you have a teleporter. Now, we've had a lot of questions. And guys, all your questions we're going to answer at the end of the AMA, by the way. The teleporters. A lot of questions. I would just address this. Oh, some of these people, they were snapshotted in April, right? And they're no longer around. Like, it's unfair to holders that buy in now, right? So number one, I like to be transparent, man of my word, right? If I say you're getting a snapshot, you're getting a snapshot. It's really messed up. Like, it's really messed up if I'm just going back on my word, I think, as a founder. Number two, what I realized that is like in the past 4 months, a lot of people won't even know they have their airdrop teleporter ready because they're not in NFTs or they forgot about it or they gave up or whatever, XYZ, right? I'm sure there's going to be a lot of teleporters that don't get claimed, okay? With those, what we're going to do is figure out a way we can distribute them within our ecosystem to our current holders, okay? So whenever that happens, right, it's going to happen before Operation Sin, trust me. We'll take care of you guys. It's very easy to do. The teleporter contract, if you guys don't know about coding, it's very easy. We have the images ready. The contract is very
done, by the way.
easy. Yeah, it's already done. Ryan did this like the first week. We just haven't dropped it. It's very easy for us to be like, hey, here's the whitelist address, claim this, $0 mint, go. All right, it's very easy. It's the fact that we delayed it because of the bear market came out of nowhere, and we're like, okay, we don't think it's a good idea. And then number two, it went through a series of changes as well. So
yeah, there was even a point where we considered your teleporter giving you giving you access to a llama on a different blockchain. So, and it was just a llama.
Yeah.
It literally went through
many
many stages. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole plan was the teleporter was supposed to be a mystery, right? It wasn't like, hey guys, you're getting a teleporter and you know exactly what it's for. It was going to be like we're going to airdrop it, and the minute we're like, okay, cool. Like we definitely want to do this, we would just do the utility, and anybody who believes in the teleporter would be in for a great surprise. Anybody who didn't, it was like a gamified process, and that's the whole point, like why we didn't like launch a teleporter right then and there. Sorry, I don't mean to talk about teleporters too much because we have a lot to go over. Then we could talk about the mobile app. The mobile application is 100% done, okay? That is done. It's been done for roughly a week now. We integrated. Sorry, let me talk about the V1. The V1 is going to be basic, okay? It's going to come out as like this. It's going to be introductionary app you download, okay? When we post announcements in any server, Llamaverse, New Cyber, Operation Sin, if you have the setting on, you will get notified via post notification app, or you can view all the announcements on one page. So that way you don't have to go through New Cyber Discord, you don't have to go through Llamaverse or go through, all this other stuff. It's all on one page for you, okay? And on top of that, I think we have the calls enabled too. So when we start, we're going to be talking a lot about alpha calls and like what we're doing with that. So when alpha calls come out, you're going to be notified there too, as marketplace drops, all of that, okay? In V2, V3, we're going to focus on interoperability and finding ways, like I said, I said this previously, making your life easier, okay? And we're going to talk a lot about this too. Is in the V2 and V3, it's going to be very simple for us to essentially make the marketplace integrate with your Discord. So you'd go on the marketplace, you connect your Discord account, and what we can do is it'll assign you a role, right? Whenever you get that, what's it called? Whenever you buy that opportunity, and what we can do is integrate that API into Whitelist Ping, for example. So it notifies you when you buy something in the marketplace. It'll notify you via text message or post notification that, hey, your whitelist is minting, or hey, wallet collection is up, or XYZ, stuff like that. So that's something that we're going to look to do in V2, V3. V1's around the corner. We're just essentially, Ellie messaged me something funny. It was a GIF, sorry. We're essentially just finishing up the designs and we're releasing that. Okay.
Yeah, and it's good to know how. So all of these platforms that we built, especially Whitelist Ping, because we're excited about that one.
Yes,
they're super flexible.
Yes.
Like the flexibility that they provide is insane. Like we can literally it's so malleable that it's going to be very easy to fit into us and other people.
I am obsessed with Whitelist Ping right now. I know you guys don't care about it. Or sorry, I've been like demoralizing us a lot. I'm very like I don't know. I've been very negative lately.
You are being super negative, bro.
I've been not negative. I've been like kicking myself down. I'm just like that type of person. And you, dude, honestly, we've done so much, and we're gonna talk a lot about that later. But what I'm trying to get to, Whitelist Ping is going to be game changing for holders. Okay, you see it now, and you're like, oh, cool. It's whitelist notifications. Wow, but there's much more coming. Okay, and that's what I'm gonna talk about later on. That's gonna be really exciting. Okay. And I'll explain to you why and how it benefits you, even if you don't use the platform. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Marketplace enhancement. Yep. Oh, sorry. You go, Hallie.
No, I was just gonna talk about why.
Yep, you have a whole section. I wanted to go through the paragraph, the one paragraph I'm on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, that's like I said, guys. We're still on the same topic of finishing up releasing platforms. But I'm just going through each one very quick. Mobius and NFTLearn. We're gonna focus on releasing that ASAP. Operation Sin is probably gonna mint in Q4. I will say, yep.
Let me just give. So Mobius is just its own thing. Like it's already been successful in getting people jobs. As far as NFTLearn is like done. We're actually gonna open up public beta in a few days for people to try it out, basically holders. And then you'll get more info on that as well.
Yeah, and you guys are probably asking like, how does this benefit you, right? We'll go over all of this, and we're gonna answer all your questions regarding this. I think it's very important to understand, like, wow, you guys are doing so much cool stuff, but what do we get out of it? Like, I understand that you guys buy Llamaverse because you want utility, you want to be a part of something, and I understand that 100%. And that's what this whole call is about in a second. That we're gonna go into other details about that. Okay. Sorry, let me finish this last part. Great. Okay. I think another important thing that we wanted to sway away from with Llamaverse is, I think it's super important to understand what my vision is in 3 to 5 years. I'm not here to build this for a 2-month period, 3 months. I've been here for a year already, and I'm already envisioning what we're doing next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I'm here for the long run. Like, I'm not going anywhere. We're only getting better and better and better. Okay. So it's very important to understand what my vision is now. It's literally to create the best quality platforms while letting Llamaverse holders get the most value out of those platforms, okay? Because at the end of the day, if we have platforms to leverage, we can, number one, add more benefits to Llamaverse, right? We're able to exchange value adds, right? Number two, people would be more interested in getting llamas, right? I'm not interested in pumping the floor price. It's not my game, okay? The reason why, sorry. I care about the floor price. Don't get me wrong. I care about your money. Yes, I understand that concept of it. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna be talking about the marketplace mechanics. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be talking about that. I think I skipped it. Okay, sorry about that. Let me finish this part. Um, so I care about the floor price, of course, but I don't care about pumping it artificially. Okay. The reason why we went from 0.08 ETH at one point to 8 ETH, a bird just hit my window. What the heck? Hit 8 ETH. Okay. Not that floor price matters. I guess it does to some people, is because we delivered value. We don't have massive whales or massive influencers on our back end. If not, Llamaverse would have been talked about everywhere, like Pudge is being talked about now. Okay. We don't have that. The reason why we did so well was because of the value we delivered. And we're going to go back to that. Sorry, not that we haven't been delivering value. We're gonna like amplify that like tenfold, okay? And I'm gonna talk a lot about that a lot. This AMA. It's a very long AMA. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just to talk about floor price real quick.
Yes.
So people, yeah, and I say this sometimes, that people get kind of offended about it. Not really offended, but they get a bit.
It's your opinion, Ellie.
So,
like it's good to share your opinion
yeah,
as a founder.
no, it's as a founder, right? Like it's people like it. There's the floor price is very. It's a very it's a thing that consumes the space, right? All everyone cares about is floor price, right? So it's good for people to kind of sit down sometimes and realize that although Llamaverse reached a 7 ETH floor, 7.5, majority of people did not purchase at 7 ETH. Like there's a very small fraction of people that purchased at that point. So for some reason, people automatically assume that because one time it hit that valuation, that means forever is going to hit that valuation. Like that is not how it works, right? Like many
look
people
at Bitcoin. Fucking sorry.
no, even at the average price, like the average purchase of a llama is 2.23 Ethereum. That's the average price that's been purchased over the whole period of its existence. Not 7 ETH, not 5, not 0.5, it's 2.23. So again, we're still down 50%, but if you look around, it's not looking the best everywhere, you know. So it's people got to realize and kind of sit down and really consider what's been done by us and what's been happening so far and what's happening in the future, right? Like it's if you sit and think about it, I don't think anyone can really name a collection that whitelisted 4,000 people for a very successful drop like we did. Like these, as far as I'm concerned, personally, I think 70% of people in Llamaverse should be break even by now, at least. So that was kind of my rant about floor price. As much as it matters, and it does matter, and I don't get me wrong, we check it, we kind of follow it, but it's not everything, right? It's not everything. Floor price is not everything.
I'm a big believer, man. Like I said, I'm a big believer is like the project I want to build is like, why should I buy this llama for 5 ETH? Do I get value out of it? I'm focused on ROI of utility and internal aspects versus ROI of flippers. I don't care about flippers. I don't care about speculation. I don't care about that because I promise you, one thing I will say about floor price, in 3 to 5 years or whenever smart money starts to pour in, they are not going to buy a degen profile picture with no value add to their company or no potential revenue models to their company, right? They will look to involve themselves in a team that number one has been around for a long time, is fully transparent with things, and that have leverage and platforms because that's how you. I mean, who wants to invest? Like, if, you know, personally, me guys, I think NFTs like 99% of it's speculation and gambling, right? But I truly think there's that 1% that has the ability, maybe 0.10% that has the ability to compete with people like Yuga Labs. Like I know we put Yuga Labs on a pedestal and whatever, but it is what it is. I truly think there's other competitors down the line in the next 2 to 3 years. That's like what I'm playing. That's the game I'm playing. Okay. I just want to be 100% clear about that. Okay. But we have a bunch of stuff to go through. I guess we're going to talk about like, again, what is our priority now, right? I'm not talking about a year from now, 2 years, 3 months, next 3 months. Okay. We are hiring a full-time development studio. So we have right now, we have a bunch of artists, we have a bunch of devs, guys. I mean, literally, we have 30, 40 people on our staff. Like I can show you if anybody wants to see it ever, you can let me know. I will be transparent and show you. We have 30, 40 people on our staff right now. No joke, probably 15 of them full-time and the rest part-time contracting. Okay. That we use often. Okay. So we're constantly applying resources back into the ecosystem.
And quickly, all of those like 80-90% of those people are from Llamaverse and the community. So we've empowered a shit ton of holders.
Yes, we guys, we hire within. If you guys want a job and you're an active community member and you have a skill, we hire within. 90% of our people were llama holders. Helly himself, the co-founder, he owns a company with me now. Um, he started off as a moderator. Ali, he just climbed up to an executive position. He started off as a moderator. 80% of our people have started off as mods. Okay, we're
Yep.
obsessed with like just like of course there's 10% of our talent that we want to seek out because it's better. Sometimes it's better to find, if we don't have the skill, the highest skill opportunity within our community, it might be better to seek it somewhere else. But 90.
Hello. Oh no, Llama. Llama. Oh, shit, he got robbed. Fuck. Let me DM. Just give him a sec, guys. Bro, I was about to give Astra mod applications though. Yeah, I'm gonna take over. Yeah, so I know where Alam was going with this, but yeah, we're gonna be hiring. So there's roles you can get from within, and there's roles that you should look outside to. Yeah, we're happy to say that majority of our staff is from within, but yeah, we're hiring a brand new developer team. Hopefully, if not, we're gonna look elsewhere, and we're gonna move on to move forward with them and have a significantly bigger capacity to finish up products and start on new ventures.
Okay,
Let's just give Llama. Oh,
yeah, I
there you
know.
go.
I had to
I
connect to
kind
my
of
mom,
finished your
but
point there, Llama, almost.
cool. Yeah, we have one of the best marketplaces in the space, but I understand the issues, right? That you guys might deal with, right? And we're gonna like I kept saying we kept saying that we're gonna resolve them. We had some issues with development delay, and that's why we're hiring another studio, a massive studio, which we'll announce very very soon. And we're putting a large amount of funding to improve these things ASAP. Okay. I know you guys want ledger support. Okay. We are going to work on it. I know you guys want raffles. I understand the importance of. So, regarding the marketplace, very brief, my ideal marketplace is number one, if you save up your spit, you deserve a reward. If you can't buy the reward, at least you have a chance at the reward. So, what we're going to do is make automatic systems to where, like, if there's 50 spots, for example, this is like my vision for it. It's not 100% confirmed, but what my vision is 5 to 7% of those spots will go to a raffle where people can just enter, okay, automatically, and it'd be like something cheap, right? Like 5 spit, 10 spit, whatever the case is, to enter. So that way, if you guys can't, you know, beat the whoever XYZ, you're still getting a chance at things, right? But we're gonna work on ledger support ASAP. That's like one thing that I think we're gonna 100% work on. Okay. To be 100% transparent, the reason why we haven't added ledger support is because we're having it's more technical issues. We're trying to figure out a way to do.
It's the way the contract is set up.
Yes, it's the way the contract is set up. So we essentially might need to like literally recreate the whole marketplace contract, which we've been hesitating on until we found another solution. But um, what we want to do, our end goal is to have everything connected essentially by WAP to where you don't even have to connect your wallet. You would connect your wallet one time with WAP, and we're already starting to do it. You'd use WAP's authentication system so that way you guys can stay safe. Okay. So we're already starting to do that. We're going to have that for the
Yep.
application, and we're going to have that for LlamaGOV as well, which I'll talk about later. Okay. Sorry. Now we're going to talk about.
Oh no, Llama, son of a bitch. All right, so I'm just gonna pick it up because we have the rough notes. The cutout was a bit rough. Yeah, so we'll just move on to announcements regarding specifically Whitelist Ping because it's one of the first things coming up on the line. And as you guys heard earlier, we are very happy about it and very excited about it. So Whitelist Ping is what you know of it right now, but we're also going to be expanding it into a whole toolkit. And what is a toolkit? So a toolkit is multiple tools in one go essentially. And as you know, we purchased Nodi Finance We have that unlocked. We will be updating it again with that new development studio. We'll be updating the whole look and vibe and utility of the platform, and then we'll be attaching it to Whitelist Ping. So of course this sounds good, but how do you guys benefit? So obviously you guys will have full access, which is pretty self-explanatory. And then within the actual subscription model or method we're using for the toolkit, you guys will have the absolute highest tier of utility. And you guys are going to realize that everything, especially Whitelist Ping, is, although it's a tool that is going to be used by the community, and it's kind of for the community, it's also for the wider market as a whole. Meaning, what does that mean for the wider market? It's not aimed. The Whitelist Ping is not aimed for you guys. It's aimed at everyone. So of course, there's going to be a lot of utility for you guys, but the majority of the utility will be just for the general public in terms of the reach. So this whole thing is about reach. It's not just about helping. It's not just about providing Whitelist Ping for you guys. It's providing it for tens of thousands of people. So, and these tens of thousands of people, they're not going to have a Llama to access. So they're either going to buy a Llama or they're going to pay into subscription. So how is the subscription going to help? The subscription model is literally going to bring revenue to us, and that revenue is going to help us build more and better and just expand everywhere. And when I say expand everywhere, I mean better staff or pay staff more, better quality products, quicker turnaround times, more in the treasury for survival of the project. So Whitelist Ping, although it's going to be very good and very useful for you guys, it's also going to be very good and very useful for the whole of the NFT space.
Yeah, so to give you guys background of like why we're doing subscription, and I'll 100% make it make sense, right? We're debating on like doing that and not doing that. It's like, oh, why would anybody want to? That's what we're about to go in depth. Whitelist Ping isn't just going to be Whitelist Ping, and we'll explain that in a second.
I already kind of did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
When we do the payment models, what we're going to do is, this is what's important, is like another important thing, the reason why people don't essentially ape into animated is because it's hard to get information regarding it, right? Which is something we're working on and we're going to talk about later. So what we're going to do is, on the payment screen, you talked about the other tools, the toolkit.
Yeah, I did. But not the new one. I talk about notifyings.
Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, we're gonna make a toolkit, and basically what we're gonna do is, if there's any payment things, right? What we're gonna do is literally this. Ready? It's gonna show a very limited. It's gonna show plans, right? It'll show very limited, like a trial. Okay. A standard plan, and then the highest tier plan would essentially say, tell you all the features, right? I'm trying to paint it to you, right? It'd be 3 boxes. The highest plan would say, show all the features, advertise it, and then it literally say buy on OpenSea. That's what it would say. It says buy on OpenSea. So that way, when people see the essentially the standard plan, the normal plan, if they like the tool and they want to get more benefits out of it, it would just be buy OpenSea Llama. That's what it would be. Because that's our focus, is finding ways to get more attention on Llamaverse while growing the company. So the reason why it's beneficial is we're able to essentially get like a bunch of people on trial. So like, as far as like a marketing plan, you got to think of it as like a funnel. Okay. If we're able to get, let's say 10,000 people, or let's say pre-mint. Pre-mint is a perfect example. Everybody and their mother uses pre-mint. Okay. What if pre-mint, the reason why the pre-mint NFT does so well is because they have an NFT attached to it, right? So people can use pre-mint for free. They're able to flood hundreds of thousands of traffic of people. And if we can accomplish that with Whitelist Ping the same way, that means hundreds and thousands of people essentially may want to be interested in a llama as well. And the other toolkits as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to like shill these tools out and tell people, hey, don't buy a llama, but try it out. And if they like the tools, they like what we're about, they're going to see a plan that says buy on OpenSea Llamaverse. Okay. So that's what happens.
And if, it's and someone I'm gonna just kind of answer this question real quick. Someone's saying, so if Whitelist Ping is supposed to be so game changing, why not just keep it to llamas? We basically just explained that, but it's also like you have to consider what Llama just said, as well as if we just keep it to llamas, it's a waste of a platform. Exactly.
Yeah. So like to give you how much revenue it's going to cost to maintain Whitelist Ping, it's unsustainable. Um, the reason is let's say okay, I'm going to just throw numbers out there. Let's say
No,
just
no,
be
no.
100%. Yeah, I'm gonna give examples. Let's say you have
Okay.
$800,000 to run a business, okay, and the data is the most important thing, okay. Let's say it
Yeah.
costs $40,000 a month to maintain data. Yes, guys, staff is that expensive to maintain data when you want accurate data. To manually manage 4,000 people, and if they have seven whitelists a day, that's 28,000 whitelists a month that they have to input data and make sure it's 100% accurate, okay? What would happen in 8 months of running the tool? You're going to be halfway under, okay? Then how else do you capture revenue? How can I sustainably run whitelist ping? It's impossible. So
Let alone
what
expand it.
yes, the big brain idea was to introduce number one, the whitelist ping NFT is going to be access to the toolkit at a very like essentially basic version, okay? The Llamaverse is going to be the highest tier thing, okay? It's literally going to show the pricing. It's going to show Llamaverse at the top. If you guys want all the benefits, you buy Llamaverse. That's it. And then there's other smaller revenue options. That's what we're thinking in our head. Bear in mind, everything's like obviously not 100% confirmed, but we're thinking about smaller revenue options and essentially even free trials to where we get people to try the tool. We can advertise to 10,000. Guys, imagine this. Ready? Imagine here's an example, and then
Man, Llama, stop giving out strategy, bro.
So sorry. I'm just gonna give one
People,
more thing. Okay, I
taking
first
notes.
finish the strategy. Okay, never mind. Okay, so yes,
Yeah,
I,
that's
I
not
will
easy.
talk about it later. So there's no benefit for a llama owning a whitelist ping sum. No, there is no benefit. No, and we're
Because
gonna
you
talk a little
don't
bit
need
about
to.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
get
just
full
get
access. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna give you guys explanation about like how the whitelist is even gonna work, which is a little bit altered since you get full access anyways. But I'll explain to you guys later. What other tools are included with the whitelist ping? I'll answer this very quick. It's going to be. Did you say the G one, but not the word, right? Did you say
I
what it
haven't
was going
said
to be?
nothing. I haven't said
Okay,
anything
okay,
about
okay.
it.
So, so like I said, guys, our focus isn't to expand, right? But we've already been working on it. It's been quiet. We just decided to be quiet about it. We're working on a really insane. Let me try to be careful. Insane platform that's built. I can say this: built by two Silicon Valley engineers with extensive backgrounds, like 20 plus
Oh,
years.
dogs, 100%.
Yes,
Stop.
100%
Not just,
docs,
as long as
100%.
it's talk.
Yeah,
That's
they're like
fine.
legit. Yeah, we've been working on it for months now. And we should be releasing information soon. I'm just not going to give the name out, but it's going to be a toolkit, a tool that's going to be included in that toolkit too. You guys get full access to that, but it's going to include things like innovative tools, right? It's going to start off like as a alpha sharks, right? But we already have features scoped out for like pre-mint bots, mint bots, um, Twitter giveaway, enter with proxies. Like there's a bunch of like
Yep.
unique aspects we want to build with that, and you guys will get full access to that versus like the whole like normal toolkit and stuff like that. So you're gonna get access to a full alert system, Nodi Finance. You're gonna get access to whitelist ping as a Llamaverse holder at the highest tier, and then you get access to that tool as well and all the features that come with it, which include, like I said, the pre-mint bot stuff like that. So we're moving extremely fast to the point where we'll probably release a name soon here shortly, but yeah, that's being worked on in the back end. Okay.
Yeah, and just to like make sure everyone understands, like this tool has been in the works for a while by the developer team, and it's
Yeah.
almost ready for like a beta.
Yeah, we're going to be doing betas and stuff like that. So to give you a background of like what's coming out when, Whitelist Ping beta should be coming sometime this week with all Llamaverse holders. We're going to do like a 4,000 fake drop test that way you guys can test the platform, get feedback, stuff like that. And then we're going to move
And
towards
as well.
NFTLearn as well. And then we're going to move towards doing the toolkit beta. And then we're going to go ahead and connect everything together for you guys in one seamlessly way. Okay. I know this is a lot of information, but I'm going to explain to you guys like one thing. The minute we get everything out, we have a new strategy of how we're going to do things. And I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Okay. Okay. That was a lot. So yeah, I mean, I gave the analogy of like, hey, we bulked up and now we're shredding. Like now we're at the point where we have a lot out, right? I understand it's overwhelming for holders. We have too much out. Okay. We're going to get everything out. Just finish it. Do what we said. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's just overwhelming. It's hard to get information. I get it. But overall, it's good. It's just longer process. So I give this analogy of I don't know, Mark Cuban give really good advice to somebody on TikTok, and I was like, I don't look at those videos and take advice, but I was like, okay, you know what? This is actually really good advice, right? So you're better off building one thing over a course of 10 days versus 10 things over a course of 180 days, right? because number one, we can focus all our attention on one thing for you guys, right? There's a reason why, and it like yelled at us, right? Our philosophy, which isn't a bad philosophy, and it was honestly good intentions, was we want to do as much as possible to give you guys as much utility as possible, right? But that obviously has its downfalls as well as its pros, right? So this is our game plan from now on. As soon as we release everything out, we will focus on 1 to 2 things, okay? Whether it's building something else or improving an existing platform. And then once that's done in 10 days, whatever amount, we're going to apply all our resources there. Once that's done, we move on to the next thing, right? And that way you guys don't have to keep up with 80,000 things, right? You're able to be like, oh, okay, every 10 days we're going to get a really good update on something, a new feature, a new utility, right? Every 10 days, every 15, 10 days, you're going to get something new. Versus me saying, hey guys, we have this. Hey guys, we have this. We have this. We have this. We have this. And it's really good for marketing too. So there's a reason why things like Bored Ape Yacht Club does so well, right? It's not what they're building, right? It's not even example, it's not what Pudgy Penguins is building, right? It's the fact that they said they're going to do something and they release it in a very quick time frame, okay? That's why Pudgy Penguins pumped, okay? And also whale money, stuff like that. Not that the floor price matters, stuff like that, but what I'm saying is a philosophy. Do one thing right and get it done, make it the best quality possible, and then move on to the next. That's what we're going to do from now on. As soon as we finish up with everything else, because I want to make sure we stick to our word, get everything out. But sorry, my voice is like getting sore. But we'll fully make sure that's like our strategy, okay? That's our new strategy going forward. That's what we planned on. It's honestly, guys, I promise you, it's hectic on our side too. Having to deal with 8 to 10 things, but we manage really well because we're really efficient. But I still think it's better to apply all our resources into one thing, get it done super quick, and then move on to the next thing. So you guys are much more satisfied.
Yeah. I mean,
yep.
it's only going to get easier to communicate to the community directly,
Yes.
Without just announcements via the app and everything. Obviously, that relies on them getting the app, which but we're gonna have better methods to clearer methods of communication in terms of that. Also, did we announce? Yeah, so we're also gonna do weekly AMAs from now on,
Yes,
which should
yes.
give you better kind of insight into our brains. Although we ramble a shit ton, so I don't know if you guys follow our train of thoughts.
Guys, to be honest with you, we have a linear thing. Like I said, linear is our to-do list. We have a thing that's literally called fix shit. And it's a project where we fix shit. So things like AMAs, getting things out that we need to get out, like that things that you guys have been requesting, right? That's why you got Alpha Sharks so quick. We just released Alpha Sharks. Not that we were delaying on it, but we had to like follow up like quite a bit to get that going. So that Alpha Sharks is up. Okay, I need to use a bathroom in a second. We're gonna do a quick. This is long AMA, I know, guys. Sorry, but it's very, very important. I would suggest to stay around 30 more minutes. You should be done. One more thing I'm gonna add is we're looking to raise another priority. So I guess we can fit it into a few priorities, right? Very, very brief. We're looking to finish what we have. We're looking to consolidate and build value. That's the 2 things that we went over in a very dramatic, or sorry, not very detailed version, okay? The 3rd thing that we're looking to do is raise the utility of Spit, okay? We see there's a huge potential for our NFT project that not many, I don't think anyone is doing, is trying to figure out how to add more Spit utility, right? We started doing this, right? And our marketplace is the majority of our Spit utility, but we want to offer more. So we're looking into different strategies to do this, okay?
Yep.
These strategies are not to be announced because we just, like I said, we're in the philosophy of we don't want to advertise things 3 months in advance. We just want to drop it on you guys. So that's like another thing that we're going to talk about.
We get front run like motherfuckers.
Yes, we get front run on things. People copy us and they make a worse product and then they release it and then it ruins the product. So we're in this motion of like, hey, we're going to stop announcing things and we're just going to drop things. But if we do it consecutively, like bear in mind, we're going to of course keep it transparent as much as possible. But if we do it consecutively and do it properly, you guys are of course going to be updated with things in a very fast manner.
For sure. And it's also just someone saying to make Spit deflationary. I just kind of want to say, like, rough numbers on top of my head. Spit is actually really good. Sorry, we are actually, the marketplace so far on its own is actually burning a significant amount of Spit. And obviously when we add on a bunch of stuff through obviously things we can't disclose, we're likely going to achieve deflationary status or like near zero inflation of spit, which is So shout out to the collab team and marketplace team. Yeah.
One thing I wanted to add on super quick because I really got to use the bathroom is this. With spit, when I mean spit utility, I don't mean I mean like number one, for you guys, but we're gonna look into different methods to allow other people to use spit in a way where it doesn't devalue you. So what I mean by this is like if we wanted to increase the utility of spit and make it super deflationary, we could allow people to use spit openly on the marketplace, but of course that takes away from you guys, right? So yes, we're not doing that. Okay. What I mean by that is when we're going to use spit in other ecosystems, there won't be any type of value dilution to you guys. Okay. But it'll only raise the demand for spit, which you guys can do your own math on what happens when demand is raised. Okay. But that's our goal. Improve your utility from your existing spit, and also find different ways to increase spit demand without devaluing what you guys have. Okay. I'm going to use the bathroom. Helly, if you want to go into
I'm going to keep
the networking. You can talk about the networking Web 2 stuff. That's our
yeah.
So, Helly, I'm going to rate the 3 priorities that we covered very quick, and then I will add that. Or actually, you know what? I'll let you handle it. Never mind. Be right back.
Okay, cool. So, as you guys have seen, I've said a few times, and it looks like nothing's happening with it, but actually is. We have now, I can confidently say, reduced around 75% of alpha sharing. This alpha sharing was done over a long period of time, and we realized that some of it brings zero value to our holders, and it devalues our kind of value and our ecosystem. So we have now cut a bunch of these alpha sharing partnerships, and we're moving into a new set of alpha in a new structure. Of course, due to the way they were set up, it took a while for us to go through all of the partners, because you know how it is when you have to communicate to 11, 20 different teams. So we did all of that, and now we're moving into a new kind of era of alpha, I should say, where although NFT alpha is good, it is kind of whack, because the market isn't exactly in the best kind of spot, and there's an insane amounts of volume, so it's a bit more on the kind of down period. But we are moving towards a lot of stock and crypto analysis, a lot of education on that, because the value is there. The volume is there. There's a shit ton of volume daily on crypto. There's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of things to learn. So we're very heavily moving into those things, and it will all make sense very soon as to what we've been doing regarding it. So yeah, there's going to be a whole new kind of set of alpha, a whole new set of information, which will come in the next week or two, structure-wise. We're also talking to and working with a lot of new what's a good title to give them, sort of educators and alpha callers to bring onto the team, many of which we're hoping to be exclusive or semi-exclusive to us, so it doesn't end up, as you know, some alpha callers are sharing 50, 60 servers. So yeah, the quality and the range of alpha is going to increase. That's pretty much what I said in the last 2 minutes. Also, we are moving as well in a lot into networking, and we realized that we've always known this, but we never paid enough attention to it. I don't think we have a lot of talented and successful individuals within the community, and I mean a lot. Like, it's actually insane how many entrepreneurs, massive investors, just like fucking doctors and like dentists. Shout out to the dentists. We have in this community. So we are now going to start hosting a variety of networking events between our community and our communities, in order to achieve just more value to the holders. You know, there's a lot you can learn, and we learn a lot from these people. You know, people like Hitten, people like Swamba, who, shout out to both of them, have given us a lot of advice, and it's now kind of time for us to spread that advice. So there's going to be a lot more networking for sure, and you will see results of this in a very short period of time, around a week or two.
A few days. Let's be honest. Yeah, you're gonna see something big come in a few days. This is great.
Yeah, it's guys, and you'll see like once it happens, you'll see why it's taking a while. But it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing. It's just
Yeah,
I'm not gonna talk about it because I get angry, but it's a good thing.
like I said, yeah, like going to like usually I think the old us we would have just leaked it by now. We don't leak anymore. We're we're much more, I
Yeah,
guess you could say, strategic. So there's a lot of things that we're doing now that you guys will see in the next few days to
yeah,
weeks to
you'll
months, and we'll
bear the
make sure
fruit.
we.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep. Yep. So, like I said, there's a lot of things that we're just focused on getting everything out, restart. We want to restart, right? Basically, getting everything out as fast as possible and as the highest quality as possible, and then figure
yeah.
out how does everything tie in. And then once we do that, we're going to improve things like the marketplace. We're going to improve things like Whitelist Ping, and then go from there, and have a certain agenda of how we do things. Okay.
Yeah. And
Um,
also, just
did
one
you
more
talk
thing.
about the alpha calls? Oh, yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just let me just finish that one. So yeah, it's so yeah, alpha calls, networking events, all of that's gonna happen. But how it's gonna happen is we're gonna be heavily utilizing NFTLearn. So we're gonna host master classes, sessions, a range of different kind of courses and pieces of education in different formats on NFTLearn, which will be kind of like the central point of all of these things. So again, that kind of shows where the platform is going as far as NFTLearn. And also, we have some very spicy things with NFTLearn, which I will announce a bit later. But so far so good. And we are actually going to be making NFTLearn open source, meaning anyone can submit educational content of any variety, and we'll allow them to have we'll allow them to charge for their own content. So we'll basically be enabling educators in the space through our community. So it's a lot of exciting things. You'll see. It'll make more sense in the next couple of weeks, as we said. Bro, why is NXO
Right.
leaking my pictures of me, bro, in chat? This guy.
Yeah. And guys, like I said, everything that, like I said, I just want to emphasize this, right? There's some people that might like FUD is normal, right? But I just want to address the people that like might feel like lost their vision, XYZ, whatever,
Yeah,
whatever you
Ramen
guys
lost
think.
dick.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Maybe cursing, Ali.
Sorry, I do it sometimes.
um, I just think our our uh our execution was, let me word it the best way, was going a certain way, and we think the best idea is to shift it another way. Not that what we were doing is bad. I think we were doing a lot more than 99.999999% of projects,
Yeah,
right?
a lot of
But
people.
I
Yeah,
think we can ramp this our value to our holders, our performance, like by 200 300% by taking more strategic approaches. And like I said, emphasizing like I really want to do these AMAs more. I want to do streams. I want to chat more. I want to build more of a community like we used to.
oh yeah, the
Get
streams, the streams. We didn't mention
yeah.
those.
Oh yeah. We'll talk about that. Yeah. Um, I just want to be well-rounded, right? I don't want any. I want you to be able to, as a llama holder, be like, okay, I'm satisfied with 99% of things in this ecosystem. But I don't think we have 99% satisfaction rate, and that's what I want to work towards. Okay, that's my goal.
But
And
it's yeah. Sorry. Finish your point. Sorry.
you're good. You're good. Helly, by the way, Helly's very like how do I say it? I'm very like lovey-dovey with my holders, right? And Helly's very professional.
Nah, we gotta put people in their place. To be honest, bro. Like it's people gotta hear some facts.
No,
Like yeah, no, in the best possible
yeah,
way, of
no, no, no.
course.
No, Helly's just joking with you. But yeah, yeah, we're like on board with the holders, right? We want to do what you guys do, but then also like do what falls into our vision, right? Um,
Yeah,
there's
I was like
people.
highly professional.
Guys, did you guys see the famous Llamaverse tweet of like people saying, "Don't do Llamaverse, don't do Llamaverse, don't do you're doing this wrong," right? We had like five, six, seven people do that. Literally, I have screenshots. I posted one today. Um, an announcement of me saying that, hey, I'm going to do Llamaverse because I think this is the best direction. So, you
Yeah,
know, I hope you guys trust my judgment and trust Ellie's judgment. And I will say, anything we've done in the past, I think year, even though, dude, I'm telling you, we work insanely hard every day. It's Sunday, right? And I stayed up till 3 a.m. I woke up at 7 a.m. because of a hack. I took a 3-hour nap, and then I'm working all day today.
Good, man.
Okay, and I'll
Yeah.
be up to 2, 3 a.m. We work insanely hard, and we love this shit. We will die for this. Like literally die for it. I think we are the hardest working team, but I think we can be much more strategic, and we're moving into this new development mentally as a team to where I think we're gonna see way better results, and I'm super proud of like what we've done in the past year, which is what we're gonna talk about a little bit. What have we done in the past year, and what we're gonna just wrap it up. We'll talk about that and then answer questions. But I'm just gonna Helly, before you do alpha calls, I'm just gonna run through the last 3 things. So I want to finish
Already
this
did
up.
alpha calls, bro. We shouldn't.
Okay, cool. So yeah, another priority is value for holders. Talking about things like concepts, concepts like Llama Essence. I feel like people like a Llama Essence, right? You guys like a Llama Essence? Stuff like that. Yes, no, yes, 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 no, yes, no. Yes, no. By the way, people don't know you can earn LlamaGOV and get Essence. You don't need to be first in the marketplace. If you earn LlamaGOV by just joining the community and hanging out, you get LlamaGOV, by the way. LlamaGOV is getting oh, yes. Okay. Sorry. I need to talk about this because it's on the edge of releasing. LlamaGOV is about to be revamped heavily, okay? You're going to be able to literally like or retweet anything from Llamaverse or selected tweets and automatically earn LlamaGOV if you connect your Twitter account, okay? That means if you just retweet something, boom, you get LlamaGOV, right? And then the more you do that, the more you stack up LlamaGOV, the more rewards you can get. You can buy Llama Essence, you can buy Spit. You can buy Spit itself. Like Spit itself.
Me, you get double the amount, by the way.
It'll be first come, first serve, so you'll be in a queue as well. So like if you're not getting rewards in the marketplace, like guess what? You can still earn Llama Essence, you can still earn Cinero, you can still earn we're gonna add stealth drops for NFTs where we just go to Alpha Hub, be like, hey, who wants an NFT for 500 LlamaGOV? First one to say yes, stuff like that. LlamaGOV, I'll post it actually for transparency. Actually,
Bro.
I'll just read it because I don't need to be that transparent. V1 is very close, just ran into an issue where if the user doesn't have WAP, it can't retrieve their Twitter account. Oh, you're good. So I told him, okay, here's how you do it. We instructed him. V1 is almost done. In V1, you're going to be able to, this is going to be released, I think, within the next week. You're going to be able to log in, connect your Twitter account to WAP, right? Just log in with WAP, connect your Twitter account, connect your Discord account, and it'll automatically earn when you like or retweet Llamaverse tweets or selected tweets of a day. On top of that, there will be random automated giveaways in Alpha Hub. Yes, random automated giveaways in Alpha Hub that just are automatic at different time intervals. So if you're interacting in Alpha Hub, you're earning LlamaGOV and able to buy like literally monetizable like NFTs and stuff like that. Like you can sell these NFTs liquidatable. And we're gonna add more. We're gonna expand the shop. But on V2, sorry, one more thing, Helly. V1, you're gonna be able to use commands for the shop and buy it, and it'll export to us. But V2 is going to be a web shop, very similar to our marketplace, to where you can just go on there and buy the items that way. So that way it's easier for you guys. You guys don't have to use Discord. We're just launching V1 that way for MVP purposes, which is this minimal viable product to like just do it super quick and test it out, get data, stuff like that. V2 can be done within a few weeks from that point, and that'll be all website integrated. So that's gonna be awesome. The app should be released around, like I'm telling you guys, within the next month, you're gonna see like 3-4 things released, like drop, like not kidding. It's gonna drop. Like we're on the edge of doing like multiple things that are getting done. The app itself is done. We're just essentially finishing up the front end, the UI. We're making it look prettier. If you guys seen the app, it didn't look that pretty. We want to make it look more beautiful. So we're working on that. Source is working on that. He's Sunday, so he's off right now. But okay.
Llama, just quickly, because someone had a question and it was a good one regarding this.
Yes. And then
let's just clarify how.
Yep. Sorry, you go.
They asked how does LlamaGOV devalue Spit to holders? Or
it doesn't. It's
no, sorry, it was does it. My bad.
Yep, I'll explain why. LlamaGOV is a loyalty token. It's only Llamaverse holders can earn it. By the way, only Llamaverse holders can earn it. It's a token that essentially, sure, it might take away like 5 Llama Essence a week, right? Like we're gonna reserve 5 Llama Essence for LlamaGOV, right? Or we can consider adding more, right? We're gonna make sure like the rewards don't take away from the marketplace. If it does, it'd be like 3 to 5% value dilution. That's it. But overall, it still go to llamas, right? And overall, that's healthy for our ecosystem. So like the people that like we're gonna do like really cool things. Like if you drop a really good call or if you make really cool artwork, we're gonna have contests like that where you can just earn really currency that you can spend. It's a good way to help you guys in this market earn different things. Versus having to, and then like I said, if you're not a chatter and you don't want to do that, if you just like and retweet when you get a notification Llamaverse, you get passive LlamaGOV too. So
Yeah. Let's move on to the other good shit we've done.
oh, dude, there's
Um,
yeah, there's oh sorry, last thing, LlamaGOV. Sorry, last thing that we're integrating in V1. You're gonna be able to duel each other. It's like a gambling system. If you guys want, you can duel each other. Basically,
a
whoever
big
wins.
gamble.
Yeah, you guys can duel like you would do slash duel Hellequinnn, for example, 500, right? And if the other person accepts, right? And you guys agree, it's like a 50-50, winner gets all. So you guys can have fun with that too. It'll be like something really fun. Okay, great.
Creating the
Uh,
generic gambling out here.
yeah. Okay, so that was a value for holders. So yeah, we're gonna like what I meant. This whole topic was like we're gonna keep doing things like that just for you guys. Okay, that's the goal. I want to do stuff like that for you guys, and we're gonna keep doing like Llamaverse, like utility like that often. Okay, that was like our main priority for Q3, Q4. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna finish up, Ellie, and then I'll let you wrap up. I'm just gonna wrap up these last two things. Information availability. We're finishing our Llama Labs website. Unfortunately, that got delayed, but the Llama Labs website will make life way easier. It's gonna be a website where it's a full screen slider, and it's think of it like a PowerPoint presentation of 5 pages, where it shows each project Llama Labs own. Llamaverse being at the top because I'm very biased to Llamaverse, right? Well, it'll be an introduction, then Llamaverse on top. And then on that page, like it'll be a full screen page. It'll show like our docs, like via a button. It'll show the artwork, very minor information. It'll have all the links there. Then if you scroll down again, another full screen slider of like new cyber, and it'll show that. And then it's gonna show all the way in the bottom like how everything connects. Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna finish that.
Similar to the deck.
Let's see it again.
Similar to the deck.
Yeah, similar to the deck, but like condensed in 5 pages, basically.
Yeah.
If that's the best way to explain it, because we'll make it to where like Helly, it'll be basically like we'll have like 3 buttons to say website, OpenSea, documents, like that. So that way, when you refer your friends over, and if you want to learn more about Llama Labs, everything's organized. NFT Bounty Hunter, we answered that in the beginning of the AMA, but yes, very soon. We actually talked a lot about that. I would recommend wait for the recording and go back. I think tying everything together. That's our last priority. Sorry, we had 5 priorities or so. And it sounds like a lot because we've been talking about it for an hour, but it's really realistically 5 things, okay? Tying everything together, right? I think that's super important. We don't want walled castles, right? Split off, right? We want to figure out how does everything connect, right? Do we want to connect it with Spit? Do we want to connect it where, hey, Llamaverse is Genesis and the King and it, has utility everywhere, like which is what we want to do, of course. But we're going to try to find better ways to like connect everything in a better manner. Like for example, if you look at BAYC, MAYC, BAKC, and other side, all of those avatars are playable in the metaverse, right? The metaverse is their platform, and everything is playable there. That's their goal, right? And we want to figure out like what's the best way to connect everything together, right? Maybe it's something like, hey, we launched the Llama Labs website, and we add everything there, right? To where like, hey, you can manage your operations in Hideout, you can manage your new cyber plot, and you can manage your Llamaverse marketplace, We're going to find the best way to do it. And that's going to take a little bit of time. That's a little bit more complex, I think, and less of the priority. I think the most important priorities are like definitely, just to recap super quick, getting everything out ASAP. We're going to onboard another development studio. We laid the foundation of what we wanted to build. Now we're starting to fine tune everything, finding out how we can establish more utility for Spit, but then also allow other people to use Spit without devaluing the other collection so there's more demand. Networking, alpha, value for you guys, and information availability, and then tying everything together. Okay, that's the goal. That's what we're focused on in Q3, Q4. Okay, we will like me and Helly. Instead of us building stuff, we're gonna dedicate this 12 to 16 hours a day that we literally put in every day to do these mission statements. Okay, you're gonna see a lot of improvement. That's why I said this is a very important AMA. You're gonna see a lot of improvement in the next few days to weeks to months. Okay, and I assure you that. That's our focus. That's our 5 things. Everything in our task in our linear associates with that. It's not focused on building something else. It's focused on improving, doing all of that. I'm done talking about that. Sorry. And then I guess let's do a small recap, Helly, of like what we've done. I think as an ecosystem from the start to go, and then we'll answer some questions that everybody has. And then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. Let me do that. Or do you want to go for it?
Sorry, dude. I'm like. If you guys didn't know, I'm very transparent with like my life. I'm on like ADHD medication, and man, that makes you drink so much water. You get dehydrated, like super easy. And dude, I have to drink so much water. It's ridiculous, dude. Okay. Um, Helly, if you want to, do you want to do the small recap, or I can? Like, if you want me to start, I can start, and if you want to like expand on that, you can, because I feel like I can probably summarize it. Like, not saying, well, I don't know. I feel like I can summarize the first part a lot, like the first few months, a lot better than probably you can. Maybe we split.
I'll just go for it, Mike.
You sure? I'll take Llama Pass if you want to take Llama.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna do a recap. The reason why I'm gonna do a recap is I'm not trying to say I want to show you guys how much we've actually done, right? Because sometimes we don't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to give you guys our perspective of how much we've actually done. I don't want your pity party or anything like that, but I want to show you guys like, hey, like we execute, okay? I'm gonna briefly go in. There's a lot of other details of things we've done, but I'm gonna briefly talk about like our start again, all the way to our end, and like I said, now it's our future, which is what I just spoke about the past hour or so with Helly. Um, like I said, guys, I came into space with the intention to trade, right? I was a trader just like you guys, okay? I had zero intention to launch a project ever. I did not want to be a project founder. I didn't care to be a project founder, okay? I've never, to give you even more background, this is my largest business I've grown, but I've dealt with similar revenue amounts, okay? The reason is so I'm learning a lot too, okay? This is like my first business, if you want to think about it like that. To give you background, I've ran things in the past. I've ran 4 years of internet marketing, but the way internet marketing works is I don't own the products. I don't deal with community. I don't deal with customer service. I don't deal with legalities. I just advertise, okay? That's why I'm people look at me as like a good marketer because that's my background. I have a very, very good marketing background, okay? Being self-taught. Now, business, like launching a business, I've tried things in the past and I failed, okay? I think I failed because I wasn't passionate about it. I just didn't like it. It's not that I wasn't making money with it. I've done things that have made money and I could have probably scaled it, but money isn't everything. For me, it's passion. I love NFTs. I love Web3 and I love Llama Labs. I'm obsessed with it. Okay. There's probably times where you guys see me and I do get burnt out as like anybody would, working a ridiculous amount of hours. I do get burnt out. There's time periods where I get kind of quiet for like 1 to 2 weeks after maybe like 3 or 4 months of work. And I need to recharge my mental. Okay. But this is what I want to do for the next 3 to 5 years, if not longer, with my life. I truly believe that the technology of having a access token to get things is severely undervalued technology. There's no other technology that can do this that's centralized or decentralized. The ability to own something and say, hey, I get to do this. Hey, I get to do this is so massive, okay? I think what we're going to do in the next year is going to change the game. There's no concrete plans of what we're going to do next year. The concrete plans is next Q3, Q4. Then we make a new plan, okay? I want to focus more on innovation and more unique things, like how we started, okay? We were one of the first alpha groups in October. Like, we were innovative, okay? We were one of the first marketplace announcements in November. I have proof. We innovated that, okay? We did it on Polygon as well, right? But I feel like, and then Whitelist Ping, completely innovative, right? And then other people are copying it. I want to do really gnarly stuff in 2023. I don't know what year it is anymore. 2023. Okay. So let's start about the beginning. Again, like we were at Discord. Sorry, this is like a longer speech. This is my speech to you guys, and then we'll wrap up with questions because I just want you guys to hear my thoughts as a founder because I don't get to spill my thoughts. But yeah, we started as a Discord group. I came to trade, and I launched this free Discord. Right, you guys know the story. I came in just wanting to talk with people, like you guys do with other holders, right? And I wanted to get better as a trader because I had a lot of money, but I was into crypto, and then I got obsessed with NFTs. Like the minute I seen JPEGs and collectibles, I was really into trading cards when I was younger, like Pokemon cards. And yeah, I wanted to be like you guys. So, it started like that. It was just a self-employed kind of, sorry, Helly, I kind of ranted like 5 times, but self-employed kind of thing. Somebody, I don't know who it was, but somebody in the community was like, hey dude, the server is getting like ridiculously like packed. And I was like, I don't know, what do you want me to do about it? And he's like, well, there's opportunity to charge monthly and make money. I was like, yeah, but I don't know, I feel kind of bad. Like that's what it was. The conversation, dude, if you guys were there during Llama Pass era, I could have made probably $100,000 a month easy. We had like 20,000 members, like 5,000 members in the first day. It's ridiculous. And I was like, well, I don't want to do that. Like, I feel bad, like excluding people. I just liked delivering value and trading. That's what I liked. I liked, if you guys were there, I wrote pages and pages and pages and pages of information back when there was no information as trading. I feel like I cultured trading for the most part. I was in the free meta, and I talked about the free meta in October and how OP it is and whatever. And whatever, someone suggested that, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. He's like, what about an access token? And that's what it was. I was like, well, I guess we can just give it to like active people, right? So we gave it to active people, and with that, we decided, what happened is I decided to make a project, a small project, right? We made a roadmap, okay? With that roadmap, we charge people for gold passes. That's 100% out there as information, and that was the supply of the roadmap, okay? And that was optional, right? Anybody who was in the server got their silver pass for free, and got a free Llamaverse as well, and a free everything. You get free everything. And if you've been with me to start, you know this, okay? And what happened is we never really minted the gold passes. We never really minted the silver passes. Because I was like, I don't really want to mint this. I'd rather just make Llamaverse. And that's what we did.
Yeah, minted the remainder, sorry. The remainder you mean.
Oh, sorry. Wait, what happened?
We never minted the remainder of the passes because we gave 1.6 thousand out free, and then 300 and something gold, and then the rest voted, and they still voted.
Yes. We gave out 1.6K, like Helly was saying, silver passes for free to active community members that wanted to be there and participate, 100% for free. You got whitelist opportunities back when there was no whitelist opportunities, a bunch of stuff, right? We invented, honestly, the whitelist opportunity meta. Like, we started doing that. We were always innovators. Yes, and the marketplace. We were movers. I'm very creative with it. Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, I'm sure there's other people that did it either around the same time frame or they copied us, or I don't know. I don't care. I'm not claiming it. What I'm saying is we're innovators. Okay. Anyhow, whatever.
Actually, Ramo did it for. I'm sorry.
Oh, Ramo did it first. Yeah. Apparently, Ramo did it first. Even though he launched his project in December, and I had the document out in November, and I started talking about it in October. So
he's a funny guy. Anyway, sorry.
Anyhow, yes. So we minted, 1.6K. Guys, I'm gonna get to your questions. I promise. Right after this, 1.6K silver passes, and 300 something gold passes. Okay. Like Helly was saying, is I didn't want to mint those out. I didn't want to just cash grab and make a fuck ton of money. I wanted to make something sustainable and real. So I was like, well, I'm already in this project stuff, right? And there's already a community, and they like what I'm delivering them. So I was inspired by it. And, I was like, well, why don't we go further into this, right? So we decided to mint Llamaverse, right? Anybody who had the NFT got to mint for free, XYZ. We only captured, guys, this was at the peak of my career, to show you guys how much we care for this project, really. I released a payment document. This is how transparent I can be, and I will be more transparent more often. We captured $1.2 million, right? And I understand people are like, oh my God, that's so much money. But guys, people my size were minting collections for 5 mil, 10 mil, 20 mil. They're the exact same size.
Shout out Nano.
Yeah. A bunch of people were minting collection for stupid amounts of money. But what we did is I paid myself 105 grand. I know that's a lot of money. Some people, I understand, but I still did the hard work. Okay. And Helly, I don't know how much you got paid. Do you remember?
We both paid each other the same amount.
Okay. We got paid the same amount. And this was after 5 months of work. Okay. And what we did is we built Llamaverse. We built out the marketplace. We had the marketplace up. We had staking up, right? Really, really quickly, right? We had some delays, right? Which is something I hate. If we have any developers for me here, I hate delays. And I know we have a few. I absolutely hate delays. It irritates me, but I understand development delays happen, okay? I just hate being weeks and weeks late. So whatever, we had a little bit of delays, whatever. And we started building and building and building, okay? While we were doing the marketplace, we're like, we had no idea what to do, right? We just kept adding value. Like we were getting when tools weren't a thing, we were getting tools, right? All our holders have access to tools. All our holders have access to Llamaverse or Llama Essence. All our holders have access to the marketplace. They generate currency. There's a bunch of utility. If you guys just go through docs.llamaverse.io, right? There's a bunch of utility. And now we're getting to the point is like we're defining what is utility, right? That's why I posted I have to do a $100 giveaway, by the way. We're defining what is utility and what does it actually mean, right? To me, utility back then was what I built and what everyone standardized. It was whitelist opportunities, marketplaces, alpha calls. Okay, we perfected that at one point. Then everybody started doing it, liquidity spreads, and devaluation happens. Then we had to do something unique, okay? So now we're in this redefining stage of we're going to release everything. We are going to make these things innovative. I promise you, one thing I will say is I do not give up on things. New Cyber is going to do good. I'm not saying financially because I can't legally say that, but I'm saying I'm going to make sure it gets built out to a very quality project with Pixels Online. Whitelist Ping as well. I don't like losing and I hate failing, okay? And that's my promise to you is I'm in this space talking to you right here is that we're not going to lose and we're going to win. We're going to keep going. We have a massive team, massive motivation, a decent amount of revenue. While we see, just to tell you guys what it's like on the other side, founder to founder, is when we acquired Noti Finance, there's a lot of other projects reaching out for us to acquire them because they're running out of funding. And the reason why we paid ourselves so little is because we understood like this could happen. And I seen a post, man, the other day of like, I don't know what I know the Discord, but I'm not gonna say it. There's a Discord saying that we're going bankrupt. Guys, we're not going bankrupt. You can check our blockchain Llamaverse wallet. We're not going bankrupt at all. We pay our staff very good. There's times where I pay our staff more than me in certain aspects, okay? And I'll explain to you later what that means. But okay, anyhow, I'm going on a tangent. What I'm saying is like you have my commitment to this project. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm honestly more than ever motivated to do this. I am not kidding. I am absolutely obsessed with this right now. And if you guys have ever heard me in VCs, I got like this in November where I revamped and we absolutely killed it. Okay. I'm not saying it's just me. My energy impacts our community and the team. Like we just go ham. In November, I got so much hate, so much frustration. I've been through so much stuff in this space. Like I've dealt with so much stuff. I've dealt with developers stealing funds from us and we had to address that. I've dealt with Minecraft rugging our project and making a new roadmap in a week. Okay. My mental is like really strong to deal with this stuff now that I believe all of this happened for a reason. Whatever you think has happened, right? If you guys think floor price defines your value, it doesn't. Okay. But whatever happened as far as stress or how you feel, it happens for a reason because now we learned what you guys feel and now we're more motivated to do it even better. Okay. So that's my commitment to you guys is I really care for you guys. I'm not kidding. Dude, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I want me to tell you a story. I'm so obsessed with providing value. I only told my girlfriend this. Okay. I'm only obsessed with so much providing value. When we had the Minecraft server up, I'm gonna be honest. I think it got bought. I think people were cheating on the Easter eggs. Okay, I'll be honest. Okay, no fiance, girlfriend, fiance, same thing. I always say girlfriend. I think guys, who is here during the Easter egg hunt in AMA chat? Just say I. I'm curious because I don't know. Okay, we have a lot of people. How many guys say yes if you think there's people cheating and extracting, right? Okay. I know I felt so sick, bro. That day, I actually cried. I'm not kidding. I don't cry for shit. I don't cry. Like, dude, I've had traumatic events like when I was younger, like my dog dying, seeing itself get choked to death when I was like 8, like walking home from school and stuff like that. And I didn't cry. But not gonna lie, I cried. It's because that's how much this means to me, like this community, and I'm not even kidding. And I was pretty pissed at people. I hate when people complain. Like, I'm sorry, but it's like like I get it. I'm a founder. I need to be CEO, boss man. I get it. Okay, but not gonna lie, it hurt because like that's how much I care. That shows how much I care for you guys. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, if you ask Cheetah. I cry during movies. Okay, to be honest, I'm emotional. Right, I have a good heart, so I cry during movies sometimes if I see something really sad. But I don't cry over like other shit. Right, I'm very tough person for the most part. Yeah, I'm a top G. Uh, don't cancel me. I'm just kidding. But no, that's how much I care for you guys. And sorry for going on a tangent for 10 minutes. I just wanted to talk about like what I think this community is to me. Um, and yeah, I don't know. Okay, I guess we'll go into questions because, Helly, I don't know if you want to add anything, but we've been going for an hour and 30, and I would love to do this for 24 more hours, but I have a bunch of stuff to do, and I want to answer as many questions as possible for next 30 minutes. I think Helly probably just laughs. He's probably like, man, this guy's just spilling his guts. But no, that's, I mean, yeah, I mean, I legit cried because I felt horrible. I don't like letting you guys down. Um, and I'm gonna be honest too. I,
Hello,
yo, hey, how are you?
bro.
Hey,
I was,
oh,
I was talking the whole time. I thought you.
oh, no, no way.
Oh, never mind.
All right,
When
let
you're
me
like,
finish.
you were like, hello, you here? I was like, yeah, bro, I'm here. And then
Oh, let me finish
I
this
was
last
like,
part real quick.
oh,
Yeah, let me finish this last part.
okay,
So,
sorry, yeah, yeah.
guys, sorry. Last thing, emotional, because you guys don't get the emotional stuff out of me, right? How many people even thought I got emotional with the community? I'm kind of curious. Say yes or no. If you guys think I get emotional, like, I don't think a lot of people. Oh, you guys think I do? Okay. Yeah, I care for you guys, man.
Even bro, if Hitton says it's something, it's
Dude,
something, bro.
yeah, I care, man. It hurts my heart when I see like, things like, people not being able to get the whitelist marketplace they want, right? I get it, right? It's very frustrating, right? I get frustrated when you guys get frustrated, and you know, I want to get better at doing things for you guys, and yeah, that's part of the motivation, along with like my vision for what Llama Labs is. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these priority talks. Like of what we're focused on the next Q3 and Q4. I will say, like, if anybody comes in here fudding, bro, shut that shit down. Like, we need to do better. We need to shut that shit down and tell them
If it's
just wait.
wait, but
Like,
if it's actual just bullshit fun, if
yes,
it's actual
if it,
questions,
yes, I mean,
yeah,
sorry, I meant
yeah,
bullshit fun. Yes, I am
yeah,
okay. I'm okay with questions. I welcome questions. I hop in calls with holders all the time, and I offer holders all the time if they have concerns or questions,
yeah,
so I can address it. I'm
I've,
very open.
yeah. I've said it
Um,
many times. Like we never shy away from a question. Like there's never been a time where it's a question and like a concern or something. Like even if someone's like shitting on us, we'll take it. We're not gonna
We'll
duck it.
take it. Yeah, we'll take it, but we might backlash a little bit because it is what it is. Like if
Hey,
if we're
look,
getting told, like guys, if we're like, if you put yourself in our shoes, if we're getting told, yo, you guys fucking suck, da 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 da, da, I never get anything from. What have I even got it past 6 months? It's kind of demotivating at times and it hurtful.
yeah.
But like other than that, we try to keep it professional because we understand that like, hey, you're just letting out your frustrations, and we want to make your experience better. Okay.
Also, to yeah, to kind of put it like into perspective, I hit echo llama.
Oh, sorry. Guys, I will say llamas are cheap. I don't. I will say llamas
That
are
was
cheap.
fucking
I'm
cheap,
telling
bro.
you, you better tell your friends what's about to happen. You can send them this AMA when we post it. I would recommend it because I'm not kidding. I'm going ham. If you guys know what ham means, it means hard as a
You
MFR.
know what
Okay.
happens.
Um, I am on a different wavelength right now and understanding of what I want for Llama Labs and Llamaverse. I will say that 100%. Okay. I will recommend
Yeah,
you guys sharing with your friends the AMA potentially and seeing what happens. Okay.
yeah,
Helly, I'll let you go and then we can answer your questions.
yeah. I was literally about to start ranting. So yeah, but no, my rant is literally like it's very annoying sometimes when people come in and like as, all of this utility that we give you is up to you if you use. If someone was here every single day for the last year and someone was here every like weekend, like the difference of utility that they're gonna get and value are significantly different. So when
Different.
someone comes in after like someone comes in and says, "Oh, what happened to teleporters?" or like, "Oh, what happened to this and that?" when we've addressed and explained this 8 times in the last 3 weeks, it just kind of tells you that that person is not always on, like hasn't always caught up, and that's perfectly fine. Don't get me wrong, it's perfectly fine to miss things, like, and that's what we're
Yes.
doing. We're
Yep.
making the information way more digestible via the app, via everything. When you can come in and spend a few minutes and that's it. But when people come in and like they've obviously missed something and it's kind of their fault and they're like shitting on us, it's just annoying. It's a bit rough, but
Yeah, it's a bit
most
rough
of the
because
time it's good. Honestly though, but most of the time the feedback that we get in this community is insane.
we
Like it's
take it.
never like
Yeah.
malicious.
Yep. We take, dude, we take the feedback. If who was here in November and was giving harsh feedback or seeing some of the harsh feedback we had? I'm curious.
Bro, if someone asks me
Some of it,
again if Llama Boost still provide utility, bro, you get more tokens.
yeah, we're gonna find different ways. Oh, I wanted to address one more thing too. Okay, yeah, dude, I've gotten brutal comments like like to the point where like I'm scared he's gonna like death threaten me type shit. Like I've gotten some pretty brutal comments, and if anything, that just motivates me to be honest. Because like I take, dude, I'm a person where I take screenshots and I'm like, yeah, I see ya 8 ETH, baby. That's what happened with the point zero 0.08 ETH stuff, man. Like, like, dude, some of these comments were really funny. They're like, Llamaverse, like, why are you doing Llamaverse? It completely falls out with Llama Pass. It does nothing, and they missed out. But I get it. I get, guys, I'm not trying to bash our holders, right? I'm not trying to do that. I understand some of you guys are down a lot of money, okay? I understand that. And there's a lot of emotion flowing through, right? The market's rough. The economy's kind of rough. But one thing I will say is you're going to get the most value if you're interactive in the community. We have some of the smartest people in the space in this community that if you're interested in Web3, I promise you, you can land a job here. You can land a career, an opportunity, or you can get information that can quite literally change your life, right? If I'd never launched this project and I never spoken to you guys, or if like I didn't like hear your feedback you're giving me, we would have died in November. So it's very important to like be involved in the community you're in. Like think of your NFT, you're not going to get benefits passively with your NFT, right? I'd recommend, I don't know. You got to be present, man. And that's what we're going to incentivize. We're going to incentivize things where I know some people can't be present, right? You guys have jobs, you guys have families, you guys have businesses, right? That's why we're establishing utility for you guys that are busy, but then we're also establishing utility like LlamaGOV for people that are active, So everything requires a balance, and we're trying to accommodate as many people as possible with keeping to one vision. Okay, we need to answer questions, Ellie. We're getting out of like task. We're gonna start all the way from the top. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna start from the top. We're gonna start from any recent ones in the next 2 minutes. Then we'll start from the top. So that way we can like just address things that people are here right now. And we can discuss back and forth, and then we can start from the top and go down, and then we'll wrap up the AMA. Sorry. I'd recommend staying for the questions too. I know this is a super long AMA, but like it shows how much like we wanted to inform you guys and tell you guys everything that we're going to be doing with our new vision. But I hope this addresses like, while we're getting questions, ask your questions and ask AMA, please. Please ask anything. I don't care. Ask, like, be legit. Please don't ask troll questions because we're trying to be quick.
What's the Minecraft speedrun record?
Yeah. So like I said, I hope this addresses all the concerns that you guys have. Does this address a lot of your concerns? Yes or no? Because I think a lot of people were concerned about ourselves, like maybe spreading ourselves thin, maybe. And you say yes or no in the AMA chat. This is the most important question from me to you. We have 150 people. Like I need this feedback. If this doesn't address your concerns, say no, please, and just be honest. So that way I can figure out like what I need to do better and what we need to do better on our side as a leadership group. Partial. Okay. I'm okay with partial. We'll earn your trust. That's one thing I'm big on. I don't expect you guys to be like, oh, all my concerns are gone. They're gone forever. But I will say is I'm a big person in earning trust. And, if you guys are listening to this AMA, we're going to see action in the next few days to weeks to months. Okay. We have a very solid plan and we're going to stick to it. Okay. Let me answer these questions now and then I'll go from the top bottom. Will there be any better way to buy SPIT other than between holders? Legally, we can't provide liquidity. I can speak with a lawyer, see if there's any alternatives, because I think the way DMP3 did it with bits, it was legal, because he spoke with a lawyer. So I'm assuming there is a legal process. Not on priority right now, not my priority. I think we have our priorities set, but that might come near when we start amplifying SPIT utility. I think that would be a good idea to look into. But I understand that you guys might want to have SPIT to buy to get more utility and stuff like that. For people that don't have time to use a marketplace or tools or games, do you have plans on how to benefit them from holding a static or animated without reselling the NFT? That's a very interesting question. I mean, theoretically, if you want to look at our priorities for Q3 and Q4, I guess without selling your NFT, what might interest you is a SPIT utility and increasing the demand for SPIT. That might be an option for you. But we're looking to things for people less active. I feel like that's pretty cool. Because right now, I guess if you don't participate in the ecosystem, the best benefit you have is SPIT generation, right? And if you don't even use it, you're just stacking SPIT for no reason. So let me look into some different things on how we can benefit you guys a little bit more. That's interesting. Okay. Very inspired. Right now, the number of alpha calls have been strictly limited. How about adding a separate chat specifically for community calls, where staff can select interesting and necessary ones to post in the main channels? If we do anything like that, we're going to have a disclaimer channel. We've had a lot of issues in the past with that, and we decided just to cut it off. Hey, Helly. Some of these issues include people pump and dumping, and we wouldn't know, right? especially in this market. This market is very lethal, and people will do whatever they want to get money. So I'm gonna avoid that for now, but we're gonna be open to it. I'll put that in our notes. Question was, when will Vigil restock for Gov? You can restock it now, Stina, if you want to do 20. I don't mind. We can do 20. Helen, I'm sure Helen can do 20, right? Helen, you would let me know.
Helen's typing very fast right now.
He's like, no, I can't do 20. You can do 20. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, we haven't restocked Helen. To give you background, we only do a restock maybe once every 2 weeks. And at the end of the day, llama holders are like really good holders anyway, so it raises the quality of people like in there. Okay. Sorry, not trying to say anything about people, but it's just like I'm comfortable with more llamas being there than less. When you started out, how did you find a team that you could trust and work with? I have background in hiring.
I was there. I'm joking.
Do what?
You were lucky I was there.
Yeah, I was lucky Helly was there. Yeah,
I'm joking.
Helly's awesome. Yeah, everybody. I'm lucky everybody was there. So when I started, I had a background in hiring. I was a district manager at one point. So I feel like my gift, like everybody's good at something. I feel like we're somewhat good, and I'm bad at a lot of things, right? I feel like I have a gift of like being able to talk to somebody and like getting to know them faster than a normal person would. So I'm able to like connect with people in a voice call and like, I don't know, like even feel them through the voice. It's kind of weird. Or like I'll speak to somebody via text and I can like predict the type of person they are, and I usually do for fun. And what happens is I'm usually right about it, and then sometimes I'm wrong, but most of the time I'm right. So that's my skill, and that's how I know what I understand. Like some people are really good at certain things, some people are really bad at certain things, and I just leverage that and try to fill the gaps that we need. As far as trust, I just recommend making sure you hire within your community. That's the best way. Making sure they're comfortable with doxing, at least to you, sharing information. You can usually know people who to trust. You don't want to give people access to certain things, right? Like I'm the only person with access to the Llama Dev funding, and that's in a ledger in a safe and not in my house. So nobody try to rob me or anything. Be weird. It's like across the. It's like far. Okay.
It's 27 degrees north of your house.
Yeah. It's under dirt. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like, I don't trust people with funding, even Helly. Like I trust Helly with funding. Sorry, let me reword that. I trust Helly with funding, but there's no legal contract to do it. So like you have to be careful with what you kind of rights you give to people because you don't know who they are on the other side. Not saying Helly's a bad person. I probably would trust Helly with the funds, but it's always good to have legal things in place. Okay, sorry. When merch, and does everyone get merch? When merch, Ollie's working on it. I will say, Helly, I can say that what we did, that what we paid for. Can I say partial that it's in progress? Like where it's at right now.
You can say the selection of merch pieces.
No, I was gonna say the items. I was gonna say what that. Okay, I'm just saying it. We already ordered partial of the merch, and we're working on the shop now. And I think a majority of people will get access to merch. Yes. Like a
also,
good amount of people.
Yeah, as far as actually pricing the merch and everything,
Jesus, I need water.
We did our great mods did some market research, and we're gonna be pricing around the industry average or slightly below it, in case.
Yeah, I will say quality. The reason why we didn't do merch a long time ago, it's been requested over and over again. The merch is super high quality. We got demos of it, not of the Llamaverse merch, but demos of the quality they've made. They're super professional. We'll probably leak the name soon. And Ollie's loved it. He's gotten like 3 shirts, a hoodie, stuff like that. Very high quality stuff. So it's not something that we're just throwing on a t-shirt and be like, hey, Llamaverse logo, enjoy. It's gonna be like more high quality stuff so that way you guys can feel confident like wearing it and be more comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. Expansion that is finished. Will there be added value to Llama Boost, like boost LlamaGOV? I don't see why we couldn't boost LlamaGOV with the boost. I feel like that's a fun incentive without like we can't change spit allocation. So I think maybe adding a boost for number 1 animated holders, because I think that's important. And then adding a boost for Llama Boost is something that we can do. Yes, let me note that down, okay? And those are minor things I can do really quickly. Sorry, my throat's really sore right now because I've been talking for a long time. I will get back to you guys sometime. You'll see it either when we do it with LlamaGOV, either I'll announce that we're going to do it, or it's either just going to come with it. If I don't announce it, it means it's probably no, but I think it's 95% yes. Okay, you can You have an NFTLearn question, Hallie,
Bro,
in Ask AMA?
we're talking in two different chats and there's a question in both, and I'm on the wrong one. Where is it? Sorry.
Oh, guys, if you have questions, go to Ask AMA. Don't
Yeah,
ask your questions in AMA chat.
yeah.
Here, I'm gonna make it easy. Chat only. That way we can see it in one flow. We can't check back to back. Yeah, you can go to Ask. Do you see Ask AMA, Hallie?
No, yeah, we just keep switching around. I see both. I'm on Ask Gamer, yeah.
Oh no, I've only been Ask AMA. No, have you been switching around?
I think we've been switching around. It feels like anyway.
No, I haven't. If we complete cases on NFTLearn, that one.
What
You wanna answer
about
that?
discounts on RL placing
No, no, no,
items?
no, no. Up. Ellie, the NFTLearn one. Because I don't know how to answer it.
Stina answered it. Stina answered it.
Oh,
Over text.
sorry.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I don't know if you want to say it because people
Yeah,
listen to
actually, that's what you
recordings.
said.
Like, I don't
Okay, so someone said if we complete courses on NFTLearn, does that does adding that to the so the question is if they complete if someone completes courses on NFTLearn, does that benefit their applications in Mobius? Yes. So it basically gives you the skills you need for Mobius. So they're interconnected. So Mobius and NFTLearn are going to be working close together. But there was another question I want to answer. When discounts on RL places and hotels and items, when items
Yes.
and places. So actually, that's one of the things we need to actually market better. We actually have a decent amount of in real life utilities or discounts and stuff. Partially thanks to Magma and Astra, and partially thanks to a range of people. But yeah, so we just need to market them better. But I've actually used some of them. But yeah, I'm gonna put that on the to-do list to make a graphic regarding the current ones.
Harley, I gotta link you up with this dude I know. He did Bali for some other projects. He does a Bali thing for NFT projects that you've probably been seeing around.
Hi.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he has pretty good pricing, so we'll probably do some kind of cool event. I think
we'll
for
make an arrange. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. At least I think we want to do one big event a year, if not two, and hopefully in the future more. You know, if we acquire a large amount of funding, but we're trying to be kind of
we
like
are doing
allocate
something in London, by the way. I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of that Web 2 utility you're gonna see with the move that we make over next week. You're gonna see like why we said Web 2 utility, networking stuff like that is gonna make sense to you in like a week or two, okay? Or less than that. And that'll kind of like tell you the direction of like we're gonna prove to you with our actions of like what we're gonna do with that. What about New Cyber? Dude, if you want to learn about New Cyber, definitely go through the Gridcraft Discord. I've uploaded, I think, 3-4 articles, and we are on pace to launch a alpha test in September, maybe October. That's how fast the game is getting out. So we're going to be able to do an alpha test where you can log in as your character, play, chat, stuff like that. And then we're going to start working on the features and utilities, which you guys can read more about that on New Cyber Twitter. Will you be doing more publicity recognition, such as making YouTube's? Okay, so publicity exposure. There you go. That's the word. Me and Helly agreed it's a good idea for me to start hopping on podcasts and stuff like that. Right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start. I'm a big person like putting your foot in the water before you jump in, right? We're gonna start doing AMAs. We have a schedule for AMAs once a week. We're gonna release that very, very soon on what days. And then I'm going to be streaming once a week as well, where I talk about NFT projects and like my perspective as a founder and stuff like that. So it'll be like open for anybody. So yes. And then obviously what I want to do is start leaning towards doing podcasts in other communities to help, my brand at the end of the day does impact Llamaverse. So if I do grow my brand, it does help Llamaverse grow, right? Same way as other projects, right? Like Voltora grows, PA grows, right? So I started doing that at one point, but we got overwhelmed with things. And, right now we want to focus on fixing all the things that we're not fixing, releasing everything that we said in the Q3, Q4. So I did an Autoverse AMA and I want to start doing more. So yeah, we're going to start easing into it. Yes, Hitton. Yep. Some kind of notification would be helpful. Yes. We are getting
the app.
Yep, the app. Yep. The app will cover that. It'll pretty much give you a summary. Like at first, it's going to be post notifications that you can view at any time. It'll be like a summary of like the past like 6 of them from separate Discord. It's not even gonna be Llamaverse, right? You can enable which notifications. But one thing I think is really cool is being able to use that data. Let's say a bi-weekly basis, right? We're able to select important updates. Maybe we just click on the ones that we want to do,
By the
and it
way,
can generate. Oh, sorry.
we have a weekly update, by the way, guys.
Oh, cool. Well, no, I'm trying to think of the best way to do it
On
smart.
YouTube.
I think a really,
People can watch
yeah,
that.
I think, yeah. Let me finish very quick. So with all the data that we get from the apps, what I want to do is be able to click on the announcements and generate a bi-weekly report where it notifies you, like via one document. I think that's like
Yeah.
one thing I really want with the app is like where it's like, hey, for people like that are really busy and they can't read every announcement, it just shows the most important ones over a 2-week period on a PDF.
Yeah.
So that's in the app notes for what we're trying to do.
The app is going to do a lot in time. As you said, like the V1 is going to be simple, then V2 and 3 are going to be the ones that actually go heavy.
Yeah, you can ask questions about New Cyber because it all associates with Llamaverse. What's next
Yeah,
for New Cyber?
Llama Labs, IMA. Yeah.
Super quick. New Cyber, we're gonna get the game out, and then we're gonna start pushing utility, fundamentals, announcing partnerships, and then pushing marketing. We just thought it was pointless to start marketing now if the game isn't out and it's not playable, right? We want people to play the game, see what it's gonna be, and start building utility. As we're building utility, we start marketing as the new features come out and as the game becomes playable, and then we start announcing partnerships and collaborations as we see fit. With a good question, yes. Other than that, I'm just gonna go from the top bottom, right, Helly? Then we'll knock it out.
Actually, we can do that. But if Tina can also see if we missed anything early on, like super early on.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna start
just-
going top bottom and like important questions that we might have like never even covered. I'm just gonna go for the important ones.
Yeah, good job. I'll look some as well.
It's pretty good. Will all holders who filled out Mobius form be interviewed, or is there a prior filter?
There is interviews. Guys, the way Mobius works is like you put your info in, and that's it. Like you just you get called up if needed,
right?
if you need it, which is what we're doing.
Right,
so
no, like,
we've already done like a bunch of interviews.
Okay. Question, are you using that data over and over again, or do you plan to regenerate it? Like, do you...
No, it's just it's like a database. It's just over and over again.
Cool. Okay, so like if they don't get accepted in this project, they might get accepted. If they're really
skilled. So let's say so there can be 10 projects and someone doesn't, and 10 people get a job, and then on the 11th one, it's you get picked for that interview. It's not like every project gets a new form. It's one form for everything, universal.
Oh, how many entries do you think you have? Like 100, 200, 300, 500,000?
Last we checked was 200 maybe at least.
That's not bad. Okay. Well,
entries.
As long as it's space, like we need to find something that also to add on to that, something that enables it to where if they sell their llama, obviously that goes away. I don't know if you're interested in doing that.
So the thing is, we have a system where it's partially open to the public.
Oh, cool.
But we filter the whole situation.
Right? Yep. Okay.
Sorry?
We prioritize llamas. That's what it was.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Highest priority for you guys not right now. That's a great question. We like I said, we have a linear called fix shit, a project thing called fix shit, and it's literally fixing things that's
a short term one.
That haven't been fixed. So that's our priority short term. Within a few days, we'll get that done. Those are things like Alpha Sharks, for example, like announcing that, and like finishing up Spit Buddies, like super things, quick things that we can do quick, like super quick. And then I think our next priority, like I said, is releasing the platforms, like the Spit Buddies, the Teleporter, airdrop the map as fast as possible. We're hiring another development studio to help this. We're informing them of what we need done. So we're gonna have more resources. And then the rest is like other priorities. But that's the most important priorities. Like definitely releasing things as fast as possible and make sure they're getting out in quality manner.
Yep.
Okay. Had my eye on a llama.
Ines pick it up. Good questions, yeah.
Okay. Getting into the llama eco now. There's going to be insane amounts of utility value, and I think demand to be in the Llamaverse. I think in the next year. That's basically what it is. Honestly, this whole AMA is like enough reasoning. I think for you to like want to pick one up. I don't think a lot of projects are thinking the way we're thinking, and have done things that we've done. I'm not saying that's like saying that we're the best because I'm not. I'm saying that we're gonna ramp up things even more now, and things are gonna get really interesting. So that's like I'm very bullish on myself and my team and the community and the project.
Yeah.
If I bought a llama early July, if not late June, would I still be able to get teleport? I remember I was told that I missed by a few days. Probably not. But let me finish. I don't think a lot of people are going to claim their teleporters in an appropriate amount of time. Like realistically, if it's in April or whatever date it was, right? I really think 50% of people will forget. And what we're going to do is after a week, we're gonna remind them. We're going to ping them for a week. Okay. Um, Especially if they're not a Llamaverse holder anymore. We're probably not going to give it to them if they're past a week. But if they're a Llamaverse holder and they just forgot something happened, we might give it to them. But anyhow, whatever supplies left over is we'll more than likely do raffles or some type of distribution method for existing Llamaverse holders. So we'll figure that out later. It's not 100% confirmed, but that's what we're thinking. God, I need water, holy.
Yeah, so I'll just answer some. God, let me just read this out. So, some Snack says you mentioned building the community more like we used to a while back, and I just wanted to agree with how important it is, and but he has no solid ideas how to do it. But the smallest core subsection of holders you have can sort of target to test out new dynamics. Yeah, so that first part is, yeah, I agree. Like with changes, obviously they're not going to fit everyone and they're not going to work for everyone, but having this core community is a good way to test out what works and kind of need to pivot community wise if needed. And this will literally come into heavy once we start doing the networking events and the new alpha calls and the new information and the new education stuff. Let me just finish that
Yeah.
one because it's quite quick. It's actually quite long. So he says, in my experience, the overwhelming benefits of animated during a bull were enough to pull the core of people together due to excitement and speculation. It's hard to replace community building events, but efforts will pay off. Yeah, I mean, I would say that animated are a good core of the community, but there's also a huge amount of static holders that are also a big part of the community and massive OGs. But yeah, everything is when the money's flowing around and every single mint reacts, and it's very easy to have quote unquote communities. I mean, real communities are tested in times like this when there's hardship and kind of bloodshed across the market, not just within one project. So yeah, it's very hard to. I think people are gonna find it harder to build communities now, but we have a good base for it. So yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think
just
that was
think
more of a point than question, but yeah.
yeah, I think it's just more focus. I think we're really good at building community, and it's very easy for us to do it. Um,
It's because we already
just
have it.
so busy,
Right.
like yeah, we're so busy with like executive stuff and like getting things out that I really think is like the minute we get everything out and we're focused on like one or two things, it's gonna be really nice for us to build community and do these like more podcasts and stuff like that while things are getting built in a very fast manner, but not overwhelming manner, right? You guys can
It's
imagine,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
it's
sorry,
also
Helly,
a
one more thing.
balance. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
there's a disadvantage, lastly, and then I'll let you go, Helly, sorry. There's a disadvantage, but then a big pro of building multiple things at once. I'll tell you the disadvantage. The disadvantage is I have to be scattered everywhere, and I don't have enough time management that things get missed, and I don't have priority. I can get burnt out faster, stuff like that. So, we're really gonna wrap this up and get everything to where it's like, okay, there's 1 to 2 projects being worked on. Once that's done, the resources are done, they're free, right? That'll get done really quickly since we're applying all the resources there. We can move on to the next 1 to 2. And I'm able to like pitch that to you guys very easy manner, and I can market that very easy. And then I can spend my time doing community stuff and like, more strategic stuff and podcasts and stuff like that.
Yeah. Actually, let me take this question because it's a really good one. What are your controls in the Llama ecosystem for mods / collab managers / other positions gone bad or not performing? So he says, I've seen these type of things tank projects and change the culture of a community to. So yeah, I think this is really asking how we manage our teams. So yeah, I mean, we've let go of a good amount of people, and we have based on performance, based on attitude throughout time. We've also you know, we're very flexible with our staff and very kind of caring. You know, we provide a lot for them and they provide a lot for us, so it's only fair. So we never take things at surface level. We always see if there's any issues, we figure them out. But if obviously there's like a huge clash or huge something that won't work out for the best of the project, we do let people go. So yeah, when it's not the case of we want to call people out and we get complacent. We are not complacent. We're kind of strict with our stuff when needed. It's kind of like it's all balance, right? It's when people performing well and doing their thing, let them be. If there's any issues, we check out what the issues are and help them fix it.
Ellie, I think we gotta wrap up here because
Yeah,
I'm
we
going
should
on
because
two
it's too
hours
long.
here.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
So that way we can finish our priorities, right? Guys, we
Yeah.
had a 2-hour AMA. We have over 133 listeners still. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, we're always available.
Yeah.
The best way to get, I think, anything, guys, if you guys need anything, the best way to get feedback and support isn't going through general chat and spamming or like asking your question, like unless it's minor, right? But if you're having a big issue, please just open a ticket. We have a very active mod staff on tickets.
Yep.
Just make sure you check in often, like on the tickets. You know, make sure you have notifications on. Yeah.
Yeah. You get like a 99% chance to get a reply within like at least. Yeah. There's a 24-hour schedule and tickets. Yeah. There's that one looking at tickets all the time. So yeah.
We have 24/7-hour support tickets. So any issues that require you to share information, stuff like that, open a ticket. Like if you're having issues with like using a tool, open a ticket, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of easy for us to miss things. So
cool. And if you guys want to show some love on Twitter, I mean, like I said, I know you guys probably don't want to. Like it's probably time consuming. If you guys want to go on Twitter, we have 120 people. If you guys want to tweet something about Llamaverse and how you feel, and maybe post your NFT profile picture as well, we'd greatly appreciate it. Spread the word. Let them know that we're uploading the AMA tonight, and to stay tuned. You know, feel free to share the AMA link whenever we're at, everyone. And yeah, I would recommend definitely staying in touch. And thank you guys so much for all the support. You know, we appreciate it so much, and we're ready to kill it this quarter.
Sounds good. All right.
Cool.
Let's wrap up the recording and then just add a few things at the end.
I'm going to leave. I need to drink water.
Yeah, as long as we finish the recording.
Cool. Oh, okay. All right, guys. I'm to be honest with you, I'm going to drink while we're here. Transparency. I'm gonna go drink water. I'm gonna get a snack, and then I have a bunch of stuff to catch up on, and then I'll try to obviously correlate with you soon. Okay. All right. Later.
Yep. Cool.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, last night's stealth drop is
relaxed. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but she's not letting me fucking breathe. Oh, okay. She's stealing. Jesus Christ, man.
Later. All right. Bye. Have a good day.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys. There's a stealth drop right now. It's being restocked on the marketplace. Go buy it. That's what Stina wants me to tell you. That's it. Have a good day.